This is a very challenging time for us in light of the pandemic. And this is also an important time for a lot of these athletes to be able to be part of something that is really special. So our goal of providing a safe environment of this camp is really to take that stress off of the players. And that's where we put into place all of the safety measures so that they can ultimately represent the country and do what they love to do, and that's to play the game of soccer.
Thank you. That was a good one. Yeah, thank you. How you guys doing?
When the athletes first get here, they get tested. One of the specific things that we've implemented at this camp and during this pandemic is a safety officer to ensure that the guidelines that we put in place are actually being followed, to ensure that the athletes are being tested, following up with their histories and their temperature checks, to follow through and make sure that we're doing the appropriate social distancing and wearing our PPEs.
Once that negative test does come back, we'll start integrating everyone in to team meals. That's over in a castle by the training pitch.
Glad to hear it.
We're super excited. The whole staff, you can tell, we're really excited to see you guys. It's been so long, and I haven't seen you guys in over a year, most of you. And also to get a lot of new players in here. And it's exciting, guys. Right? I feel a lot of good energy in this group. I know all the work a lot of the veterans have been putting in across these years, all the time they put in. See some of these young guys develop at their clubs to get to this point. It's a special feeling. Seize the moment, right? What that means, guys, is every single play on the field, you have an opportunity to help the team win. Every single moment you're on the field, you have an opportunity to help the team win. Every single time you're in camp, you have an opportunity. Seize that moment, guys, both individually and collectively. Welcome back, boys.
You know, it's been interesting going through this camp, actually. You know, we've been off for 10 months, and since that time, the world has changed, and we're operating in a new world right now. And it's taking us a little bit to get used to with all the safety measures you have to take, with the additional testing, with the quarantining, with everything. So it's just something we're adapting to, and the players have been great. They've been going through this for a while. They know what it's about. So for the staff, it's really getting up to speed with that.
It's good to be back in. It's good to see the boys. It's good to see, you know, the whole staff. And like you said, we haven't been in over a year, so there's a lot of catching up to do with the guys. And it's just good to be in a different environment and back in this one for sure. So definitely something I think all of us missed.
A ton of new players, ton of young players. You know, with a really fresh perspective and doing really well at their clubs. So that's been fun to you know, to see their progress and get to see them up close.
I've just kind of been, you know, anxiously waiting, you know, just to finally come into a camp and meet all the guys and hopefully be a part of this group that can be together for a long time.
It's a pleasure to see these guys. It's a pleasure to see the youthful exuberance out there.
Finish! Wow!
Brilliant.
Big C's on fire, guys. Let's go. Let's beat him.
I know you like that, Raina.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to see you I wanted to score.
You know, as you've seen and as the world has seen, it's been a big issue in America and also, you know, in many other countries around the world. I won't go into as much detail as to what we're doing because we kind of want it to be a powerful message and for people to see it firsthand tomorrow. But it's definitely something that we've thought about. It's something that we have talked with the whole group and the whole federation about. And the beauty of it is that, you know, no matter the color of our skins or no matter the ideas or not even the matter of, you know, who voted for who. You know, we've had tremendous support with this whole process and it's something that we're really looking forward to showing tomorrow. We hope that it sends a message across. We kind of want it to, you know, have our own idea and we want it to have an idea that we all unite and can identify with. And at the same time, we want it to make it a bit personal for each person in the way that they express it. So it'll be, hopefully, like I said, a powerful message tomorrow, and hopefully, you know, many people can recognize that.
You might have seen on the back of those jackets the U.S. bench players were wearing individual messages as part of a collective message that the players have put together ahead of this game with the support and encouragement of the U.S. Soccer Federation. Certainly a group of young men who have not shied away from using their voice in the world, and now, finally, after a long delay, underway with the men of the United States wearing white. It is Wales in red. Here's Matondo running in, recovery from Robinson, the slow up, Brooks coming to help. Moore gonna clip it across to the far side for Lawrence. Tom Lawrence coming in, he'll let fly. XF has not had a lot to do in the opening 31 minutes. He makes his first save of the night. Misplayed ball's going to fall for Conrad. A chance on the turn, and he puts it over the top. U.S. pressure winning the turnover, but De La Fuente couldn't hit the target.
Oh, the United States hunting the ball so well here, creating this turnover.
Two more players on the field. What are they making their debuts? Here's Johnny Cardozo. Born in New Jersey to Brazilian parents, raised in Brazil, plays in Brazil for Internacional. Stepping to take that ball away. He's going to let fly, and a full stretch there was Ward to push it away. So a debut for the 20-year-old Kansas City native, Nicholas Gioacchini. There's another debut, Owen Otasoe, 19-year-old, born in New York City, raised in England to Nigerian parents, with the Youth Academy of Wolves. And that will be the end. No stoppage time in the rain of the wind this evening.
Okay, listen, to turn this around in 2.5 days and look like you did, I'm proud of you guys. Seriously. All the first-time caps, right? Owen, Conrad, Nicholas, Gio, Johnny, Eunice. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm proud of you guys. Welcome.
Ethan, where's the crowd? Ethan!
With this group in particular, it is more of an individuals looking for their position within the team. And we clearly want to move to more of a team-oriented standpoint as we get into qualifying. It's completely natural what's happening now. A guy wants to come into camp, he wants to make a good impression on the coaching staff, he wants to play really well, and he's focused more on himself. As he gets more comfortable, now he's focused more on his teammates.
and we certainly want to get into that stage by qualifying because that's going to be really important. But it's been so fun working with these guys, really fun to see them up close.
Let's do a quick 4v1, youngster middle. Yeah, come on. Willie, go. Tyler, stay. Closer. Yes. Nice and easy. Come on, find it. Yes. Now you can play wide. Yes. Now go. Come, Tyler. Come, Tyler. Yes. Yeah, Nicholas. Yeah, good touch. That's it.
Yeah, just thank you again for all the birthday wishes. Happy to be here with you guys, and yeah, hopefully we can finish off Monday with a win. So yeah.
One thing, Greg has really instilled in these young guys is seize the opportunity. You always have to be prepared because, football comes at you fast.
I think this is a great opportunity for some of the guys that aren't as familiar with CONCACAF opponents to get that experience. So for us, we're really happy with this game. We're going to continue to try to build on what we had last game.
People have to remember we've only been together for barely a week. So again, one thing I can say to the national team fans is be patient. We got guys with a lot of talent that we just have to figure out how to work as a team, and I think it's coming together definitely. What's going to make this team great is if we play for each other.
Anytime we're together, what we're stressing on them is, we want to compete to win games. So we're on the field against a CONCACAF opponent and we want to win the game. That's what it comes down to. I think we want to end this experience with the group on a high note.
So here we go. It's another opportunity for these U.S. men to be on the field to continue the build-up against now a familiar opponent. Another opportunity to see this young core starting to be built up ahead of a World Cup in Qatar that begins 2 years from Saturday, the qualifying matches for which will begin next year. A reminder of the role these young Americans are trying to play in the collective quest for social justice and equality, and now underway. It is the United States wearing the new blue shirts. It is Panama in white. Cannon on the run. Joe Akini in the middle. Cannon got slowed up on the first touchdown. The cross, Giannis back on the field, put it just wide. Well, that would have been a dream return to play. Here was cross, free header, Panama goal. Jose Fajardo. And a bright start for the U.S. undone at the 8-minute mark, and they trail Panama. Reina, yes! Finds the bottom corner. Giovanni Reina. No foul there as McKinney wins it back. Reina, Julianez on the deck. Rebound is a goal! Joe Akini there, alert on the scene as goals about 4 minutes apart for the United States to take the lead. Dest holds it up on the other side. Dest back for Adams. Adams, the reverse pass. McKinney, can he get there? Yes, clipping it up. Header back in front. Joe Akini scores! Cannon joining him from Leggett. Hands off for Ledesma. Ledesma's cross into a good area to goal! And the late run by Sebastian Soto on his debut has made it 4-2.
That's a great overlapping run from Cannon.
Taken short for Cannon. His cross turned in for a goal. That was Sebastian Leggett, the little near post flick header there. That's 5-2. Flick there from Ledesma to keep it in. This is kind of fun to watch right now. Tim Weah. Ledesma got himself back on side. He'll swing in another cross. Mosquera let it go, and it did bounce in from that angle. Sebastian Soto's second goal. Nothing is ever perfect, but it's pretty darn good. And it's an awful lot of fun for the U.S. tonight. 6 goals in total.
No, that's a really good game. And the intensity from the guys was great. Let's taste the CONCACAF, that's what we're going to get. And getting these young guys this experience. I'm talking like a veteran. I hate it. I feel so old. But honestly, getting the young guys this experience was, it's going to be so good going forward.
When you hand one of these out, it symbolizes a couple things. I mean, the first thing is you're part of a brotherhood now, which is really important. But the second thing, to think about the accomplishment, right, of how many players in the world have represented their countries in soccer. And this is what it symbolizes, all the hard work that you guys put in to get to this level. I wish you all the best. Keep pushing, keep fighting, but this is a special ball. So congratulations, guys. Richie. Hey guys, not too many players make their debut and score 2 goals, man. Sebastian made a big impact off the bench, bro. Congratulations. And last but not least, right? It's always difficult for center backs to come in, especially when the score is 3-2. But you came in, you dealt with it. Not only did you deal with it, you pulled us away, man. Congrats. When you think about World Cup qualifying, guys, when you're picturing in your mind, it's games like that, it's intensity like that, it's desperate opponents like that. That's what it's going to be like. So I'm glad we got to experience it. The idea behind the December camp was trying to continue some of the momentum we had from the November camp and really call players in that have been playing and are in form. We were able to see a number of new players that had an excellent season in Major League Soccer and then really continue to develop the core of the team that we've been working with.
Everyone's ready to see out this year in a good way. When you look at a camp like this with so many new faces, it's a great opportunity for younger players to gain exposure to the national team.
We bring together the group of players coming up who are young and hungry. That's a really strong and lethal combination with some of the experience we have in the group as well.
In this camp, I think we have amazing players. And I think the country should be excited. I think the country should be excited for, what's to come for the national team, and we'll get to where we want to be real soon.
Right into action, huh? Crazy.
I'm just wondering if you could kind of take us back to the call-up. What were the emotions surrounding it?
Obviously, that's been a phone call that I've been waiting my whole life for and working hard towards, so I was honored to be receiving that phone call. I was excited. All in all, in the end, I was really happy and I'm really grateful.
Every camp now that we've been in, there's always some new guy, some young guy. Greg's an amazing coach. He's great at bringing the group together and making sure our player pool can get even bigger so we have plenty of options to choose from.
We don't look at the age, we look at the quality. When we get in camp, these guys just push and they focus and they work really hard. If you think about having to work with guys and then put a product on the field that the fans will appreciate and the guys are proud of, it's a really big challenge for us.
Credit to the coaching staff because they do a great job of, getting everyone integrated. Even though our last camp was January, how we want to play as a team, everyone was picking it up very quickly.
He's very good at getting us all on the same page, and that's why we all like coming here.
It's such a close group. We've played probably over 50 players this year, but there's still a group that's together. There's jokes going around, a lot of youthful energy that's around. It's really fun.
Yeah, one hand. Yes, let's go, baby! Woo! Hey! You don't want me to shoot? I gotta shoot! Yeah, shoot it! Yeah, good block! Good block! Come on! Yeah! Green team wins! Yellow team has one left in the pool!
When you think
think about January camp, we started to high press with our 3 in midfield and 3 up top. We continued that on in Wales and Panama, and it's something we're going to continue on now in this game here. It's been a really good week. The guys have been working really hard, and you can see they're excited to be able to play the game.
We definitely want to push the tempo. We want to dominate the game. We want to have a lot of the ball. I think as a collective unit to end this year out with a win and finish out 2020 like that would be amazing, and that's kind of our number one goal right now as a group.
Sam Vines for the ever-willing Mueller. Hurdles one tackle. Akinola leaves it. He got the shout from Areola. And Paul Areola ends a frustrating year on a scoring note. Areola's 6th international goal. And the US have the lead their early dominance deserves. And then Yule finding Chris Mueller, who scores on his international debut. Right away to announce yourself. Huge hole opens up for Sebastian Lletget, who goes for the chip and scores delightfully. Araujo. And Mueller! It's a rout already. And Mueller bags a brace within 25 minutes of beginning his international career. In again, it's the same old story. It's Mueller. It couldn't be a hat-trick, could it? No, he's unselfish. It is 5. Akinola. This is not a contest, but it is a cause for American celebration. Here's Lletget with a sway of the hips. Brendan Aronson deflected it in. And Brendan Aronson, on his 2nd cap, will claim his 1st international goal. The United States end with a very comfortable win. It was 6. It could have been 10.
It's good. It's a great result. Great performance from everybody. You know, it was a good team effort. We're gonna move on, move upward. Let's go.
It's about 790 people that have ever represented the United States. And we got 5 guys who just became part of that brotherhood. Congratulations, guys. Talk about a guy that is relentless, man. Julian comes to mind. Julian, come up. Another guy, right? Takes a different path than everyone else, but ends up getting here at the same spot. By hard work, never giving up, and believing in yourself. Chris Miller, great job. The next guy, I talked to him before the game, and I knew he was a little bit nervous starting the game. But the way he composed himself, and the way he focused. Listen to me, bro. Listen. And the way he focused just on competing. And you saw him out there at the end suffering. And that's what it's about. A guy who's willing to suffer for his teammates. All right, great job. This guy's so easy going. He doesn't take up any space. He just comes to training, does his work every day. I appreciate everything he did. Congratulations on your debut. It's great to have you. When you guys show that you can keep that level, when you go to that level, man, it's unbelievable. Seriously, I mean, when you're watching from the outside, first 30 minutes of the game is ridiculous. It really is. The intensity, the push, the relentlessness, the willingness to get behind the line, break lines, attack, want to score goals, guys. That's amazing. Seriously. When we take those 30 minutes, 35 minutes, we make it into 60, 65, 70, 90, and then we're killers, man. Then we don't get beat. Trust me, we don't get beat like that. Finally, the game ball, man. This is what I look forward to, right? The reason why you look forward to it is you can't write this, man. This is what soccer's all about. This is what a team's all about. Guy played in January, he gets injured, he's out the whole year. He calls me, he says, Coach, I don't know if I can come to camp. I don't know if I can keep the level. Not only does he hold the level, he gets man of the match. Well done, Paul.
Hey, Andres, how are you? Happy New Year.
Hello, Greg. Thank you. You too.
I'm calling to let you know today that FIFA officially accepted the request. So you're now part of the Brotherhood. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. I'm really happy. It's a very good news today.
With Andres, we think that he's a perfect player for our system. Really good kid. For us, it was a big step to get him to be part of our program. When you think about the players that we're attracting, they just want to come play with the group that we have. Guys like Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie and Tyler Adams, people want to get on board on that. They see the talent, they see the potential, and they want to be part of it.
It's just amazing to be back with the team. It's such an exciting year with Nations League, Gold Cup, and then obviously World Cup qualifiers. Those are the games that you love to play in.
It's been a good, productive 2 years of getting to know the player pool and seeing where we're at with the talent that we have. The thing about the national team is you always need to prove yourself. You always need to keep performing at high levels.
Our goal is to continue to move these players forward, getting them mentally ready for the year, physically ready for the year, and tactically ready. All right, we always like to start the camp, framing what we're trying to do here, and it always starts with this, right? What are we here for? What's our vision? It's change the way the world views American soccer. We talked about making strides. We talked about the progress we made. 2021, guys, is a year to validate all that. Help the U23s prepare for Olympic qualifying. We've rarely had a camp with two teams integrated with each other. There's a big responsibility of this group here to set the tone, set the standards, show them the way, and it's about each and every moment that we have in a game and every day. Every single day you have the opportunity to improve, to make the difference. Every single play you have that same opportunity, and it's seizing those moments. Let's have a good camp, boys, huh? Here we go.
There you go. This one's. We don't have to smile, do we?
Oh, you can tell though.
For the U23s, the whole thing is about preparing them for qualifying. I think a really important thing in this camp is this vertical integration, working with two teams, different age groups, and having the staffs work together, the players work together, really showing that it's one big national team program.
That's the process, okay? But a great idea,
A big goal of this camp for us as senior players is helping the Olympic team get ready as well. When I was coming up, as a younger player, having veteran guys in camp and being able to learn from them was super important. So we're hopeful we can kind of do the same for the younger group that's here.
I think it's a really interesting situation, it feels like, with this qualification process. It's our first camp that we've had an opportunity to have together since March, since our last camp was cut a little bit short. We've had a couple days of training. The guys look really good, and so far we've been really pleased with what we've gotten. So super excited about all of the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead.
We obviously need to win enough games to get qualified for Tokyo. It's a huge opportunity for a lot of guys, such as myself, to establish ourselves in the full men's team.
The big thing that we talk about is building a brotherhood. We know going into an important year, every opportunity that you have just to be around the guys is awesome.
We're back with the training tournament, right? In most training sessions, we'll have points awarded. We'll be keeping standings every day. You'll be able to check that. It'll be a nice prize for the winner. We have 5 teams. 3 are going to be playing the free gate game. 2 are going to be playing the other possession. We're keeping score the whole round. We played 5 rounds. You get 3 points for that.
Then we go into functional build-up from midfield. Then we go into game form. You get 5 points for that. Plus, there's 2 mystery points in the training that we're going to award after training. What are you laughing about, Walker? What's funny about that?
Mystery points.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get after it today, boys. Here we go. With me, guys.
Sounds like 3 points. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, turn, 11, count 12, 13, 14, yes, welcome, 15, yellow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, together, yes, together, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, point yellow, 2, yes, well done, what a block, what a block.
Good work today. Good work, right? Great effort. We made progress. The mystery points was how many times your team won the ball after repressing in 36 yards or under. Who do you think won?
Yellow. White blue. We literally ended it on a count.
Okay, one sec. Okay, guys, one sec. Okay, tell me the occasion, Sebastian, when you guys won.
I won one. I won one for sure. And then one Jordan, I was rolling. I could have sworn.
Yellow, how many did you have?
We just ended with Jesus on a counter. Jesus won one over there against the
Light blue, how many did you have?
My man K won. They got a We're at 4 out of 4. I have someone for the witness stand right now. Come here, Josie. No, Josie, come here, Josie. Come here, bro. He just capped. I won it once. Woo! That's great reset, Josie.
Mystery point. Hold on. All right, here we go. No! One more, go on. Oh, it's just too much. It's too much for Paul. It's okay. You just gotta trust your gut, man. Just stay on the field. It's all right, Paul. Come on. I had to put him in the corner, though.
The training tournament runs parallel to all the tactical aspects that we're training. We love to put the guys in positions to be able to compete against each other. Every day of training has one part specifically designed to compete for victories and for wins. What we see from the players is they're checking the table every day, they're wondering where they're at, they're looking for points, some are in the bottom and they're upset about it.
Well done, guys. Good stuff there. Yellow's the losers.
The ones at the top try to keep their lead. It's a really interesting way, I think, for us to get another level of engagement when we're having these small-sided games or game forms. We'll do it for set pieces, we'll do it for finishing exercises. Anything where you can get a value, a number on, we'll compete.
Yeah.
Get up to the camera. He's got it. He knows it's on. Well done. Who's gonna be?
Over.
Oh, there it is again.
Oh!
No, I kept Save. What, Raleigh?
I want to win the day. What I control is the day-to-day. Going to trainings, trying to be the best player in training. In games, trying to be the best player. Execute everything that's asked of me. And the rest will fall into place.
So when we talk about win the day, the focus is on the players taking ownership and understanding that they can use every single moment to improve, and every single day they can get better.
If I play well, then I'm going to put myself in a really good position, but just try not to think too far in advance, and every training, just trying to do the best that I can.
For all the work that the guys do and all the effort they put in, the least we can do is put them in an enjoyable environment. We also want to make sure that they're able to have fun in training, and the training tournament is a way to have that fun.
I'm looking for Walker, Aaron, and Roldy to come up here. And this is, you guys can determine the order of 11v11, because what's going to happen is that there's going to be game, game, game. So one team's going to have to be off in the middle.
Do you want to be off in the middle?
Do you want to tell ones and twos, the different one gets to pick their first order. And then it's rock, paper, scissors for the next round.
One or two?
Yep. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
No. I get the pick. I'm the different one. That's why I said
No. We won. The guy.
We have it on tape. Look, I said the different one gets to pick first.
Yeah, he did.
You have it on tape. The different one gets to pick their first order. And then it's rock, paper, scissors for the next round.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I don't care.
Yeah, I would play for the two. Oh, God.
Let's go!
Puppy.
Play.
Yeah, I think we play.
Play. Okay, there it is.
The ability to have this camp with the young guys and the old guys and seeing the participation between everyone has been great, and I think it'll benefit us a lot going into this year. The coaching staff has kind of given a good, clear idea of how we want to act and how we want to play.
When you have space, you want to try to get closer so you don't have to pass them so far away. Right, so always adjust wide and a little higher so Walker can play you here, okay? Your head needs to be looking the whole time to see what he's doing. Think about your position if he's going to press you. Where do you need to be? Oh, more central. Exactly.
We still need to perform well as a team and as a collective unit, and that comes from training day in, day out and working on the small things together.
Play it behind. Try it, risk it. You have plenty of space on this field. Risk that ball in behind, okay? We want to see that.
I think we obviously feel pressure to do well and perform, but I also think that pressure is a good thing. I think having pressure on your backs makes you play really well, and we just kind of have to go in every match, every training session to play the way that we should.
You guys have to find the moment, man. Just don't run. Find the moment, come with speed. Turn, break. Yep, yeah. Good attack, Sammy. Sammy, that's speed.
When you have points on the line, we don't like to have ties. We don't like to share the points. There should be one winner. So we went into penalty kicks, and all 10 field players made theirs on both teams, and then it came down to the goalkeepers.
On target, ready? Come on, JT! Make him make a save. Come on, Jay! Ready! Hold up.
Our focus now in this week at camp is on Trinidad and trying to put together a good performance on the weekend.
Now it's the exciting time where we're ready to play, our first match and kind of what we've been looking forward to all camp. We've evolved a lot in terms of how we're playing, and I think something that we as players have kind of taken ownership of is we're going to be a team that hunts the ball, we're going to win it back, and we're going to try and create goal-scoring opportunities from that pressure.
There's going to be games where we're playing against high-quality opponents where we're going to need to win the ball back, and we don't want to just be chasing all game. I think it just adds another layer to what we can do as a national team that's really going to help us in the future.
The idea is to be able to control the opponent with and without the ball, and that certainly high pressing gives us the opportunity to make teams uncomfortable. The work is done, we're prepared, and now it's time to go out and perform. Turner will start the game, and I'm excited for him because this is a classic example of a guy just earning it. He earned it by great play on the field last year and then having a really strong camp. He's gotten this far by being himself, and the important thing for Matt is to play his game.
We press together. One unit, pressing, relentless. We don't stop, right? Guys, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
Is now underway. It is the United States wearing white. It is Trinidad in the stripes of black and white. As immediately you see high pressure from the U.S. Hines playing that ball into Ferreira. A little bit of hesitation there from Fonset. Ferreira laying it back in on an empty net. And Jonathan Lewis has his first career international goal. A great early start.
Jesus has had a great 3 weeks of training. What he gives us is the ability to drop into midfield, create an extra man, and then specifically tonight, we want to see him arriving in the penalty box. It would be nice to get him a goal tonight.
Lewis has Vines, his Rapids teammate. Vines, the cutback is turned in. Jesus Ferreira, his first international goal. And the U.S. up 2 inside of 10 minutes. Ferreira able to cut it back. How about Ariola to stab it in? 3-0 for the U.S.
I've been impressed with Paul. He's a top performer in the group. He's just consistently performing at a high level. He just does his job, focuses on getting better today, and then he does the same thing the next day. Really impressive mentality from him.
Ferreira trying to steal that for Ariola, and he did. Ariola's attempt is in off the post. Paul Ariola gets another goal on his return from the torn ACL. And the U.S. makes it 4.
This is what we do. When we play, this is how we play. We don't drop the intensity. Keep the ball moving fast, get behind the back line. When we lose it, immediately press, and let's score some more goals, guys. That's the funnest part of the game. Let's do that.
Now on the field for the first time as the second half gets underway, and Andres Perea is officially a member of this U.S. men's national team going forward. A player that Greg Berhalter said he's been really impressed by, called him a warrior. 20 years of age, eligible for the Olympics.
Part of the emphasis in general was it was a part U23, part full national team. We're going to start with Miles. He's done really well in camp. It's his opportunity to show that he can also lead a group and lead from the back.
Here's Kellen Acosta to take the ensuing free kick. It's a free header right in front. It's turned in on a diving header by Miles Robinson for his first international goal on his first ever start for the United States senior team.
All of a sudden, it's a penalty. It's a pressure situation. Can you step up?
And Turner makes the save again. What a fun night for 26-year-old Matt Turner.
Yeah, it's a pretty special moment for me, one that I'll definitely remember for the rest of my life.
Credit to Jonathan, who I think has had an outstanding camp, put great effort in, and it was great to see him get the results tonight.
Lewis lets him fly. What a goal that is. 7 goals on the night for the United States. Their biggest ever win and their 27th all-time meeting against Trinidad and Tobago. And a number of individual life and career highlights for players out there on the field.
It is a busy 2021, but the United States men's national team have kicked it off on the right foot.
Overall, pleased with the guys, pleased with the effort of the group, and most important, the concentration and focus that they demonstrated. We use this camp as an integration camp where we're able to mix the senior players with the U23 players, work with both teams and prepare both teams for what's ahead this year. And when I look at that, it was a success.
How much do you have, 2? Oh! Here we go, here's a goal. Yeah! Yeah. 2 more. Gio can't handle the pressure. That is gone.
Hey, you double hit that. You double hit that.
I swear I don't know.
You carried it like this.
You're taking every chance you can get, huh?
This guy.
How many goals do you have?
2.
Sit down. There we go. Match point. Ah. Get your hand out the way, bro. Let's go. Too easy with this guy.
I have nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Very excited to be back with the team, first of all. I always love, just being able to play for my country, and obviously we're focused on these 2 friendlies now, but I'm just really excited to be here.
It's been a very long time since I've been to camp, so definitely good to see a lot of guys that I've been missing, get back on the pitch with them and find that connection again. We have a very good group of young guys here, and I think it's very exciting to see what's to come.
I feel like whenever I come in with Greg and the assistant coaches here, I'm always learning something new, something different about the game. I think that's what's really special about here. And for me, it's also learning off my teammates like Christian, Gio, Josh. You're not normally around a lot of these guys, and you can learn different things off them every single day, and that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Since Greg's been coach, he's had a pretty clear mindset of how he wants to play and just the work rate that he wants the team to play with and the hunger and desire. I think ultimately all the players that are being called up, we all share the same goals, that we want to win trophies, we want to change the way that the world views American soccer.
I'm really into the project that we have of building this new team, a new identity. That really inspired me, and it's one of the things that I really wanted to be involved in.
We've welcomed him into the Brotherhood. He's made it official now. So, Moose, if you want to come up here.
Hey Greg, my question is, how do you think these upcoming 2 games will help you to prepare for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar?
Good question, Ava. I'm looking at these games to help prepare us for Nations League. It's a similar cadence to what we're going to face in Nations League with a Thursday-Sunday game. We want to get information on how the players recover, how they can perform in this short of time period. In the big picture, these games will give younger players experience, and that international experience is vital when you're talking about events like the World Cup.
Guys, we get together in 1 minute. Here we go, boys. Nice start. Come on, baby. Embrace this battle. We start with speed and intensity, and we don't let up, boys. We go the whole way through. On 3, USA. 1, 2, 3. USA! Come on!
Second time that the US have played here in the Wiener Neustadt Stadium in the space of 4 months. They put 6 past Panama on this pitch in November. There's Dest! Oh! Everything he touches turns to goals!
That's a FIFA goal. You come inside the FIFA and then you shoot the far post.
The thing that I feel like I've grown dramatically, and I think it's my final third outcome, taking the right decision and then getting that goal or getting that assist.
US with a chance for 2, and this time they take it. And it is Brendan Aronson.
My mentality before the game is just relaxing, and just when I get my chance, just take it.
Time for one last substitution by the United States. A debut for 24-year-old striker Jordan Sievica. Gioacchini, first time hits, makes it 3.
I got a lot of questions this week about Sebastian Lletget, and I think his performance spoke for itself tonight.
Really good player, really technical player, reads the game well, and is able to arrive in the penalty box and finish his opportunities. That is a very physical team that we played against. And the way you guys dealt with it was like there was no problem. So really good job. Proud of the effort tonight. The guy who gets this, I asked him to play an unfamiliar position, and he played 90 minutes, still in preseason, and he was an absolute animal. Killing the coach.
Quick turnaround time, game last night, leaving first thing in the morning.
Craig comes in and he wants to implement his style of play, you know, the way he wants to press, his formations, and it was always going to take a little bit of time to adjust to that. And it's always a process. There's no doubt we have the quality and the players in this pool that can perform to the standards that he's trying to set.
Anytime you play a team on their own soil in Europe, it's a special occasion. It's going to be a very competitive game. Part of our challenge is going to be embracing the physicality of the game. They're going to be a very hard-working team, and it's going to be difficult for us.
Belfast is where the U.S. men's national team indulges in another test. Northern Ireland, for the first time in over 70 years, providing the opposition. 4 straight games with 4 goals scored for the U.S. as they look to extend an 8-match unbeaten run. They experiment with a 3-4-3 formation. It's an alternative type of look.
Windsor Park is the site on a blustery day in Northern Ireland. It is the United States wearing white. It is Northern Ireland in green. Underway. How about that skill from Christian Pulisic? Giorena. Looking for space, letting it fly. Giorena, second goal for the United States. And the U.S. takes the lead with a half hour gone in Belfast. Reina brings it down. Savichu, that was blocked. Giorena's goal, the difference right now. It's the United States 1, Northern Ireland 0.
Wrestling Brian Reynolds for Serginho Dest, and that's going to be the debut for him. Big opportunity for him now.
Reynolds from Ream. Will fire that in. Reina, Savichu, Pulisic picks it up and goes down. That'll be a penalty for the United States. And Pulisic scores. 15th international goal for the U.S. captain today as it finishes in Belfast. The United States 2, Northern Ireland 1.
That was a battle, man. How many set pieces that? We were disappointed with our performance in set pieces, right? The last game, we showed up this game. You guys battled off a lot of first balls, a lot of relentless pressing, a lot of energy to keep going. Subs again made a massive difference in this game, honestly. And we could have scored 3, we could have scored 4 goals. Good test, we passed it, well done. Really successful camp, guys. Good job, man. Okay, guys, game ball. This game ball goes to a guy, he left everything out there. This guy was an animal today. Christian Pulisic.
Yes, sir, man. They didn't teach me that in Dallas.
The seasons have come to an end, but we're still going to try to replicate this qualifying cadence by playing on a Sunday, traveling over to the States on Monday, and then having to go through a Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday game.
We're here in Switzerland to give these guys a chance to just develop the basic needs at altitude and get used to the conditions and challenges that come with it.
Never had 3 games in a qualifying window. Right, we're gonna have to learn. Part of this exercise is us getting on a plane after the game against Switzerland, traveling back to America, turning around to play Thursday, to play Sunday, to play Wednesday. And one thing I'll tell you guys is we're gonna need this entire group. We're gonna rely on this entire group to be engaged, to be pushing each other, to be ready for their chance. It's not gonna be 11 players, I'll tell you right now. We're gonna use 20, 23 players. It's gonna be a whole bunch of guys that we're gonna need to be successful.
That it's preparation for all of us. We haven't done it, a lot of us haven't done it, and it's good preparation, and it's really tough and it's hard on the body because you're traveling, 8 hours back to the United States over a flight, and then you have to get up the flight and then get ready for a game in 3 days. So I think that for us as a group, it's really good, and it's a good kind of test, and I think we're gonna do well with it. And I'm really confident with the guys that we have.
The guys have been doing such a good job this year in Europe, not only winning trophies, but just mentally staying sharp and staying in it. It's been a long, grinding season, and we want to bring them into this environment. And you see in the background what we're dealing with, the mountains, and just an amazing place, and really let them unwind and prepare for the Nations League coming up.
You took my ball, bro!
Solid contact, just the wrong way.
Yeah! Yeah!
Chill? The problem is I try to kill it sometimes and it gets away from me.
That's gone. Boy, that's in the bunker.
Not too good.
They're hitting that way, right?
Boy, hey, that's what you have to have.
Yo, wait, one more. That's 3.
Come on now.
Tiger Woods.
We're in an environment here where just being here, training here, will continue to give our guys an advantage. It's simply about the ability to handle altitude in a way that our opponent can't. How can we change our training program in the first 3 to 5 days to maximize the adaptations for the players? We need a continuous tempo of training in the first 3 to 4 days specifically, just to give the players the option to adapt to the stress and strain of not having oxygen available.
No, one more. Let's go. One more. No, 3 times 2. You got it. This is nothing. Come on. And slow. Yeah, this is it, guys. We got it.
And that'll change the way we coordinate with the technical staff and just getting an understanding of how long you have to make a coaching point. Heart rate levels can't drop a whole lot, and we have to keep this continuous bout of exercise throughout the entire session just to get the adaptations we need fitness-wise. So once we get to Denver for the Nations League, we'll be ready.
Quick restart, boys! Quick restart! Quick restart! Up! Jump.
Take one.
Oh my God, of course. It's gonna be on the gram.
What I tell you?
Not a good free kick.
You want me to go again? Exactly. That's the finesse one. I wanted to finesse it.
Bro, you think that's scoring? You're scoring
Ethan, yeah. Ethan, you saving that? Mine. Exactly.
Bro, you be dribbling with your left foot like you're a lefty. I'm lefty and lefty.
Thank you.
I'm left-handed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's 2 in a row. I told you, Bryce, you need to get the feeling, you know? The pitch is a little bit rusty.
Oh. That was the best one. I'll give you that one. You want another one?
Sure, go ahead.
just like a business trip, there's times on the trip where you can relax and you can forget about work, you can put work away and enjoy yourselves. And I think it's being intentional about finding those times.
And from there, by the way, there is a glacial cable car that goes all the way up to 3,000 meters, where we have a large glacier.
Oh, look at him! Look there. That's amazing. Where is it? Right there. Where?
Going up to the mountain and the summit, we're 11,000 feet up. And, for some of these guys, it's, you don't see stuff like that every day.
I am on top of the world. Should have brought we should have brought a piece of cardboard or something down here.
Hang on.
I'm getting home. Crush one out of dead. No, I'm gonna crush one out of dead. I'm gonna crush one out of dead.
No, don't fall! What? Daryl! I was getting hit with Daryl!
So for us, it's recognizing that they're human beings. I think really acknowledging the human being side of it. And then when we're on the training pitch, we have expectations and we have standards that that they set that we want to meet every time we're on the pitch. And as long as that happens, I think we're in a good spot.
This will be a very short flight to the other side of Switzerland, the east side, and we hope that you will enjoy this flight and wish you a very nice evening and all the best for tomorrow evening. Bye-bye.
Guys, think about this tonight, right? When you're watching the Champions League final, there's 2 Americans playing in this game tonight. It's never happened before, right? Enjoy it.
It's a tale of two worlds because you want to root for, obviously you go into a game rooting for one team, but now we have 2 of our brightest players and best friends playing against each other in the Champions League final, which is an incredible feat for Americans. So, we're very excited to see and watch the game.
We have a lot of players at big clubs that, who knows, next season could be in the Champions League final as well. So yeah, it's, in my opinion, the biggest game in the world and the biggest game every year. So yeah, just to see 2 Americans that are really involved in it is inspiring for our team and yeah, kids all over America.
I see this as a good game to evaluate us and where we are right now with the program. 13th place team in the world, loaded with stars. Every starter will be playing in the top 5 league. And for us, it's a good evaluation. They're preparing for the Euros, so they're going to be, in top form. And for us, at the end of the 90 minutes, we're going to know a lot about ourselves.
Only half cleared and steered in for the opening goal by Sebastian Lletget. Played in the last 9 internationals, and in that span he's now scored 5 times. That's Ricardo Rodriguez. Deflected en route, and the Swiss are level. from Aronson. And Brooks. Header actually hit Sargent. Here's Dest. And Serginho Dest has done really well. Shaqiri. Vidmar appealing for hands against Serginho Dest. The referee had a good view of that and blew his whistle immediately. It's Ricardo Rodriguez. And he doesn't even trouble Ethan Horvath. Zuba. Giving it away effectively to Sargent. Here's Reyna. And Reyna!
Giovanni Reyna doing a wonderful job of finding that half of space to have a hit from top of the 18.
There's Sargent. Good spell for the States.
It is.
Pass Brooks and Horvath out to make a save. Embolo on the chase. Horvath stays at home. Embolo for Switzerland and Horvath thwarts him again. There's Zuba. And Embolo, and it comes to him a second time. And then Zuba steers it home and the Swiss are in front.
Really happy with the effort of the guys and the will to keep going and keep pressing and keep trying to impose our game on them. But at the end of the day, in the second half, I think we came up a little short. The intention to be very aggressive, very high pressing, pinning them in, dealing well with balls that came out. I mean, that's what I envision this group being able to do. I think over the course of 90 minutes, as you said, we lost a bit of that power to be able to do it. It's a great measuring stick. This is a team that has been playing together for a really long time. It's the same group that Switzerland has for the last 4 years, 5 years. So it's a mature group. It's older group than us, and our guys, can look at that as what this team could be in the future.
Whenever you're together for long periods of time, or whenever you get the chances to play with one another, then you understand each other better. Then connections are built. Once we kind of are able to have that time together, then I think we can also improve. But the great thing is that the way we want to attack, the way we want to defend is the same no matter who's on the field. I think that's something that this Nations League will help with. We have another 2 weeks or 1 week together, and it'll definitely help in the process of World Cup qualifiers.
All right, guys, we got our two boys back from the Champions League. Sorry, Zach. Congratulations, Christian, guys. Thank you. Go ahead, tell us what it's like.
I don't know much to say. I gotta catch up on some sleep though.
But actually touching that trophy, how was that?
Yeah, it was surreal. Yeah, I never could have imagined. That's incredible.
So proud of you, bro. We're entering tournament time, guys. Right? In 2 days, we play a semi-final. A good training day today, a good training day tomorrow, and let's get ready to compete, boys. All right, here we go. Come on.
They need to look at these games as must-wins, opportunity to win silverware, and I think that will grow confidence and set them up for the World Cup qualifying cycle. They'll be ready.
Regarding pressure, it's something that you have to deal with if you're a professional soccer player, right? Our players are dealing with that every single game.
Okay, boys, here we go. Let's bring it in.
The group has expectations and the group has desires to be a certain level of a team, and with that comes needing to win.
1, 2, 3.
USA! The Nations League semifinals in Denver, high in altitude, high in expectations. It's a lovely ball by Desta. Gio Reyna cutting it back inside. Reyna! Just wide! Oh, carving up the Honduran defense in inches from the opener. It's catapulted into the back box. It's headed on target and cleared away off the line. Josh Sargent appeared to be the man who cleared it away, which is about as good as scoring a goal on the other end.
Centro de Robinson. Sargent!
We're going to have to suffer to win this game.
We get one goal, then it's over. We get one goal.
Found a 1v1 against Stefan. Chance for the opener. Stefan with a huge response.
seeing more and more Honduran players dropping off the ball. The latest, Rigo Rivas down there, calling for the stretcher once again.
10 minutes remain. Honduras 0, US 0. There is no extra time in the semifinals. If it is level after 90, they'll go straight to penalties. It's USA 1, Honduras 0, and what a moment for Siebechu to find his first for the national team. It finishes USA 1, Honduras 0. This one is worth a trip to the final on Sunday.
We absolutely needed a game like that. We absolutely needed it, just to see what it's like. You know, for some of the guys that haven't experienced CONCACAF games, this is what it's like. It's a dogfight. Every game. To have the strength, the stamina to come out of it on top, I'm really proud of you guys. You see, they were dropping like flies. We weren't dropping. We weren't dropping. We were running. Really proud of the effort. We get to play in a final now, guys, right? Finals are about winning, baby. Get some rest, and let's prepare for Sunday, man, because it's going to come quick, right? We got 2 days. 2 days, and it's on. This game ball goes to, could have went to a number of guys who were digging in and battling, but it goes to Zach Steffen, captain's performance, man.
Get ready, get rejuvenated, and let's go Sunday.
Here we go, boys. Nice and tight, guys. Nice and tight. Go time, baby. Here we go. Quick show of hands. This is like school here. Quick show of hands. Who played in a final this year and won it? Put your hands up. Let's nice and big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 guys played in a final and won it.
I think everybody can see it. We got a lot of talent in the group. A lot of young players playing at a high level.
Finals are really tight games. There's going to be moments where you suffer in the game. There's going to be moments that aren't going your way. And it's just about withstanding those moments. And then when you have opportunities, really taking advantage of that.
Everybody knows that Mexico has a good team, but we're a good team as well, and we try to play our game.
These games raise to a different level. Knowing that it's a final, knowing a trophy's on the line, but also that we're playing our fiercest competitor.
Well, welcome to Denver, where the expectations of these fans are sky high in the Mile High City. Their teams, the United States and Mexico, are getting set to renew one of the oldest and biggest rivalries in sports. And this time, it is for a brand new trophy, the CONCACAF Nations League Championship.
The U.S. team is expecting to come out victorious. Mexico is expecting to come out victorious. It's going to be a very hard-fought match against two titans.
U.S.-Mexico is as good as it gets, as big as it gets. So when you're in that locker room, it's like, oh, this is a real one. I have to come out and be ready. You cannot be scared.
Let's circle this up, baby. Let's circle it up.
Ultimately, this is the last test for these guys before World Cup qualifying. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do today and a big pressure moment for them.
When we first got together in camp, right, we talked about winning a trophy. And here we are 90 minutes away from doing it. 90 minutes away, right? All we need is you guys to go out there and give everything you got. Put everything into it for your teammates. Fight, battle, and on every single play we compete. That's all we gotta do. 1, 2, 3, USA!
The ball rolls on the very first CONCACAF Nations League final from Empower Field at Mile High. That's given to Williams Corona, looking for the angle! It's a dream start for Mexico!
It's an early mistake, it happens, but there's still 80-some odd minutes to play in this game.
Puede sacar el centro, peligroso, el cabezazo!
There might be a question of offsides there.
This will get reviewed. The VAR official tonight is the Canadian Drew Fisher.
And I think this one's going to come back.
But it will be an offside as the U.S. catch a break. Da la orden, saca al centro. Cabezazo, el palo. Oh, just under a half an hour played. It's a massive goal for Reyna, a huge goal for the U.S., and it's game on in Denver. This has been an eventful first 45 minutes in the first ever CONCACAF Nations League final. It's USA 1, Mexico 1.
Yeah, we can play. You can play. You gotta be calm.
Guys, listen, we knew it was going to be a game like this. We're in a great position. We're back in it. We're back in it. Are we fit? Are we strong? Do we want a trophy? 45 minutes and we get a trophy. Let's go!
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
Mexico gets the first touch of the second half. Looking to get ahead now. McKennie, there's Ochoa. Picked up by Sargent. He can't turn over the ball.
There's seemingly nothing at all to this movement, right? I mean, there's no contact. Immediately grasping that left knee of his.
And that'll be it for Stefan.
He'll pass the torch to Ethan Horvath.
Well, it's a big moment for the 25-year-old Ethan Horvath. Edge of the 6, and what a save by Memo Ochoa to deny Weston McKennie the would-be go-ahead.
Lainez wanted it. Lainez found the space and scores! Diego Lainez has given Mexico the lead in the Nations League final. A brilliant strike.
Can the U.S. capitalize on yet another set piece?
This one back post, McKennie! It's an instant response! Weston McKennie puts the U.S. back on level terms, and it's all to play for down the stretch.
Character, guts. McKennie celebrating with his little wand there.
Lozano, and it's palmed away by Horvath. A huge save by the substitute goalkeeper. For only the third time a U.S.-Mexico game has gone to extra time. It's going to create just a bit of space, Horvath! Only stung the gloves of the U.S. goalkeeper. Here's the whistle. 15 minutes in the rear view, 15 minutes still to play to decide a winner before penalties if needed.
It's like a boxing match. 12th round. Who has more heart? Got to see the game out.
Piffle leaves it off. Here's Tim Weah. The overlap from Reggie Cannon. Into the middle for Pulisic. Pulisic turns into traffic. Bundled over in the box. With the ball out of play, a chance for VAR to take a second look. It's a penalty for the U.S. Pulisic buries it in the upper 90. USA 3, Mexico 2 in extra time.
What a confident strike here from Christian Pulisic. He drew the penalty kick. There was no hesitation in his mind. He wanted this spot kick, and he executed it perfectly. Memo Ochoa guesses the right way, but it's just too much power on it.
No, he put that up where the Spiders live. Still 5 minutes remain of this second extra time period. Quickly restarted. Here's Guardado driven in, floated in. Romo, Brooks trying to clear it, wrong side of the net. And they're appealing for a handball now. VAR will take a look. It's a goal kick for the U.S. It looks like it would be a harsh decision to give, but let's wait and see what John Peete sees for himself in that pitch side monitor for the third time tonight. Well, this place just bursting with anticipation now.
Just taking a look at every single possible angle here.
It's a penalty for Mexico. Past the 120th minute. In stoppage time of extra time, a chance for Elfrey to level the score. And it's the substitute goalkeeper, Ethan Horvath, to try and keep the U.S. in front.
De pierna izquierda viene Andrés Guardado, le pegó.
And he's denied! Horvath with the save of his life! The hero off the bench for the U.S. And there's the final whistle. It is a milestone moment for this marquee generation of U.S. internationals.
every single player on the United States. Beeline sprint towards Ethan Horvath to celebrate with the keeper.
It's been a year's worth of individual successes and now punctuated by a first collective triumph as the U.S. win the first ever CONCACAF Nations League title. It's USA 3, Mexico 2.
The winners of the CONCACAF Nations League final, the United States of America!
Talked about what it was going to take before the game to win a trophy, right? We didn't know it was going to be that fashion, but the way you guys grinded, the way you guys hung in there mentally to keep going was amazing, man. And that's how you build the character of the team. That's how you build the strength of the team. Really proud of you guys. You know, there's only ever going to be one first-time winner of the Nations League, and it's us now, boys. It's us. Yeah! This is just the beginning for this group, man. This is just the beginning, believe me. We put the foot on the pedal and we go, man. We go, we start winning. We keep winning. That's what we're about. Well done, guys. Well done. I know what you guys are going to say. You guys are going to say I love goalkeepers because I gave the game ball to a goalkeeper last time and I give it again this time. But to come in the game in those circumstances, man. Legends. Legends.
This is special in my hometown. First time I've been back here in 4 years. Yeah, guys, this is so special to me. You know, everyone takes us to the side because we're young, but boys, just beat Mexico!